As open source developers, we take free for granted. We expect that the services we use, which actually do rely on a lot of software, a lot of open source software that's built by the community, we expect that those services have a free tier for open source repositories. And when you actually search for the phrase free for open source in your favorite search engine, you'll find pages and pages of really amazing software, like hosted software, that is free for open source projects, from Bitbucket and GitLab to Heroku to CodeShift, Sauce Labs, Travis.ci, and so on and so forth. Right? There's like a whole ecosystem of software that is free for open source and that is using basically the fact that it's free for open source projects to stay top of mind with developers and make sure that these developers pick those, that very software when they actually have a project where there are funds to pay for the software. That's it's just marketing and business, and that's just a very common practice. The question I've been wondering about for a while is, as a community, as the open source community, do we actually benefit from this? Is this actually helpful to us? And what are we losing because of that? And here's a thought experiment. Consider an issue tracker, for example. Do you think that the requirements of an issue tracker that is designed for a team working internally on a piece of software are the same that an issue tracker that would be designed specifically for open source be? Like, obviously not, right? Like it's not the same thing. You don't have the same kind of people interacting with the issue tracker. You don't have the same requirements. For example, triaging bugs on open source trackers is a lot of work because, there's basically a lot more people bringing in bugs than actually contributing to the project. And the equilibrium around this is very different than one that you would find internally for like internal software. And that makes it that's a huge time waster for open source maintainers. Imagine if we had an issue tracker that was really solely focused to improve the way open source projects can be maintained and to improve the quality of life, if you will, of open source maintainers. There's probably lots of things that we're not doing right now and that we could if we were focused on that. And to be focused on that, we would need open source projects and developers, which are very often backed by large corporations, to actually spend money on software that makes their lives easier. A quick other example, it's like, can't we have a decent way to handle CLAs or SDOs that isn't like this weird bot that you have to find somewhere, like tune in weird ways to make it work with your project, and it's usually like a lot of work to get working for no good reason. So yeah, I just want to leave you with the thought: what would happen if we actually paid for the software we use as open source projects? And would we actually benefit from that? You can just leave a message, leave your thoughts in the comments below, or shoot me an email if you prefer that, if you're on my mailing list. And yeah, I'd definitely love to hear your thoughts on this. Have a good one. Bye-bye.